Like and subscribe and click the bell icon to get new video updates.
Policeman who tweaked an Aboriginal teenager's nipple and made gobbling turkey noises as colleagues laughed hysterically engaged in serious misconduct. An NSW police officer engaged in serious misconduct when they touched a restrained and sedated Aboriginal teenager on the nipple while making turkey gobbler noises as fellow officers laughed along. The findings of the NSW Law Enforcement Conduct Commission's investigation were released on Tuesday, following an investigation during which the officers involved were shown footage of the incident. The officer alleged to have inappropriately touched the young person's nipple conceded that the footage clearly depicted him doing so whilst laughing along with other officers, the LECC said. Plus One View Gallery. An investigation found an NSW police officer had engaged in serious misconduct after repeatedly inappropriately touching the 15-year-old Aboriginal. The teen was restrained, sedated and his face covered with a towel on an ambulance stretcher when the officer repeatedly touched his exposed nipple while making gobbling turkey noises. The investigation was triggered following a complaint from the Aboriginal Legal Service on behalf of the boy, who was 15 when the incident occurred in February last year. He was restrained, sedated, and his face covered with a towel on an ambulance stretcher when the officer repeatedly touched his exposed nipple, the LECC reported. Police later accused the teen of assaulting police, a charge that was dismissed by a magistrate. When officers were shown footage during the LECC examination, they conceded they were laughing and it was inappropriate of them to do so. Investigators concluded those who laughed were not deemed to have engaged in misconduct themselves. A separate allegation of excessive force preceding the inappropriate touching was not upheld by the LECC. The officer explained that the use of force was to prevent the young person, who had threatened and was preparing to spit on the officer, from doing so, the LECC said. However, it was satisfied the repeated touching of the 15-year-old's exposed nipple while making a noise like a gobbling turkey and laughing with other officers amounted to serious misconduct. It recommended the police commissioner consider taking non-reviewable action, which can range from coaching and mentoring, through to warnings, reprimands and restricted duties for the officer.